Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from Group 8 and so today we are going to be presenting the advantages and disadvantages of cast iron engine. So these are the types of cast iron. The first one is gray cast iron. The second one is ductile cast iron. The third one is compacted graphite cast iron. The fourth one is malleable cast iron. And finally, white cast iron.
Now I want to present about malleable cast iron. Okay. First, malleable cast iron are made malleable with the help of annealing. They are used to make parts where forging is expensive, like brake supports, hubs of wagon wheels, and others. And also, malleable cast iron are inexpensive. Now, its properties of malleable cast iron. First and foremost, properties of malleable cast iron is they have high ductility. And second, they are tougher than gray cast iron. They also can be twisted or bent without fracture. And malleable cast iron have excellent machining capabilities.
Hi, I'll be sharing about the advantages of malleable cast iron. The first advantage of malleable cast iron is the malleable cast iron has excellent fluidity and molten state. It is very easy to cast into bigger and complex shape without using costly machine operations. It also does not shrink much when it solidifies. Because it is easy to cast, hence it is named cast iron. Here is a video of cast iron in molten state. Observe the fluidity of cast iron. As you can see, the melting cast iron in molten state is poured into a caster. When it cools down, it will solidify according to the shape of the caster. The second advantage is malleable cast iron have high tensile strength and toughness. Tensile strength is the maximum amount of tensile stress a material can take before breaking. Malleable cast iron has high tensile strength due to the presence of carbon in the form of graphite flakes, as you can see in the diagram. The carbon composition in malleable iron ranges from 2.16% to 2.90%. This carbon composition provides the properties of high tensile strength and toughness for malleable cast iron, making it useful for commercial purposes. Next, the third advantage is malleable cast iron has excellent damping capacity for the vibrations produced by the engine. This good damping properties is because of the presence of carbons as mentioned earlier, so the carbon will absorb the vibration energy. As shown in this diagram, it is a comparison of the damping capacity of steel and malleable cast iron, and it is proven that malleable cast iron has a better damping capacity. As mentioned earlier, malleable cast iron is able to absorb the vibrational energy produced by the engines when in operation. Therefore, malleable cast iron is typically used for cylinder blocks in car engines.
I want to continue the advantage of cast iron engine. Okay. In number 4, the advantage of cast iron engine is it is better wear resistant, self-lubricating due to the carbon in the form of graphite. And cast iron engine also, its advantage is the price is affordable. It can be more triple cheaper than other material are using in building engine. For example, in manufacturing, in using aluminium or sand or steel. And also, cast iron engine is greater load and a certain degree of tightness or corrosion resistant. This allows for some of the more important testing, such as cylinder, gear, base, flywheels, bed, cylinder block, cylinder liner, piston, gearbox, brake wheel, coupling plate, medium pressure valve, and others. Okay, thank you.
Disadvantages of cast iron engine. The first one is it is prone to rusting, which only happens to certain types of cast iron. It is prone to rusting because it has high bitterness and it is not suitable using it for a long term. So the second one is it has high weight to strength ratio, which makes it hard to lift and it affects the speed of movement of an automotive mobile.
Okay, we continue this subtopic, which is disadvantages of cast iron engine. Okay, the number 3 say that its tensile strength and elongation are very low, so it can only produce some metal part with low physical requirement because some part using cast iron engine which is not durability enough to accept overheating and overpressure on it that applied on it. So it just can only apply for certain metal part which requirement low physical properties, which is protective cover, oil pan, handle, and so on that you can see in the slide. Next is production technology is higher because to process some product by using cast iron engine are more complex than you imagine. In addition, to maintain produce professional product are more difficult because you need to have a technology which is require high cost. Normally, by using sophisticated technology that I mentioned before require high cost. So mostly product that produced are using low quality machine that eventually more casting defect for that type iron will produce.